Hi, I'm actually Carey. I'm a social worker here at the agency. Eris, you are Jade's mother. Jade, you are 17. Our last session, um, you came to me because you were pregnant. We just found out a couple of weeks ago. Um, and during our last session, we came up with a goal to look into the different options, whether you want to keep the baby or give the baby up for adoption or have an abortion. Have you looked over the materials that I gave you last week?
I looked at the little options she gave me.
Okay, after looking over those, is there a particular option that you feel that you may be leaning towards?
I just still feel really conflicted. I mean, the top three is the abortion, adoption, keeping it. But I mean, I graduate this year. There's a chance I could go play college soccer. Like this would completely change that.
Um, Mom, how do you feel about this situation?
I mean, what she's saying is right. She has to look for a future. If she has this baby, I think obviously she can't play college soccer. And my main thing is playing college soccer is going to give her a scholarship. That's going to help pay for school. And I can't afford the full tuition. So, I mean, if she were to have the baby, I think maybe we could work something out. I'm just worried about, I mean, who's gonna watch him? Who's gonna pay for it? Like I have to work. I can't watch him. I mean, I just want you to make the best decision, and if she can just figure it out, I think it'd make me happy.
So you're saying you just want her to make the best decision that she she would be able to make. Like you want her to be able to support the child,
Right.
but you want her to be able to go to school.
I think it's big that she's able to go to college. I know many parents are able to go to college still and work things out. So I think there could be a chance. I just know it will be hard, and I hope she understands the different consequences of what she chooses.
Jade, how do you feel about what your mother is saying?
I mean, I understand what she's saying, and it's not just like my distant future, it's my immediate future. Like, nobody knows. I mean, what are people gonna say? Like,
Mm-hmm.
17, can a baby?
So you're kind of concerned about what other people are gonna feel about you being pregnant if you do decide to keep the baby.
Definitely.
Have you told the father of the child about the pregnancy?
Not yet. I do. We've only been kind of casually dating for a couple of months. I mean, I like it, but something like this, could scare somebody off. It could, I don't know, it's not just my future either, it's his future too.
Mm-hmm. If you were to tell him and he wanted to keep the baby, do you think that he would be able to help you financially?
I mean, I think he would do whatever he felt he needed to do. He's a good guy, and I mean, gone to church with him a few times, and that's kind of the abortion option really kind of scares me. So I definitely feel like I'm kind of leaning towards either keeping it or giving up for adoption. But again, he would have a big part of that. I still don't know what I want to do.
At least Brad has a job. He could maybe help you out a little bit. I was kind of thinking about that. I just want to make sure that we're not getting into a situation we can't handle. If we decide, if she wants to have it, that's fine. I just want her to plan it out in advance. Maybe look for a job, save money. Because that's my main thing, is just affording the baby. And if she does want to give it up for adoption, that's something I think is a really emotional, and she needs to make a decision and not just the first thing that pops in her mind.
Yes. That is a very hard decision. Like, having a baby, it is very hard financially, but giving a baby up for adoption, that's very emotional because, I mean, you're letting go of a part of you, and, I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you feel about keeping the baby?
I think I'm at a 6 right now, but it's just, I wouldn't want to like have a child who I couldn't support and do something for, and that's like the emotional trauma of adoption. I realize that would be there, but what if this family could give my child everything I couldn't?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I guess I'm thinking about.
So you said 6, so you're about in the middle between adoption and keeping the baby at this point.
Yes, and I guess it all goes back to Brad. I mean, yeah, he has a job, but it's like he has his life too. This isn't just disrupting mine or my family's life, it's affecting his, and indirectly I guess it'll affect his parents. So I just want to do what's best for everybody in this situation.
And Mom, if you could come up with an ideal solution to the situation, what would that probably be for you?
Right now, I'm kind of leaning towards adoption, only because I know how hard it is to raise a kid. I struggled. I did my best to get where we are now, and I think she's so young. She's 17. I mean, she could potentially have a career, go to college and start soccer, and do everything she's wanted to do since she was little. But then again, like, she could have it, and I think I'd be okay having a grandkid. I haven't really thought about that.
So you both seem to be kind of in the middle. Like, there's some good things about adoption. There's some good things about keeping the baby, but there's also downfalls of those. And it's a very difficult decision to make. For next week, your homework assignment, I want both of you to get together and write down some pros and cons of both abortion, adoption, and keeping the baby. Just to kind of see how you feel about those and try to come up with like which option you're leaning closer towards. And just
Should I take more? Because I don't think I want her to have an abortion. But I mean, that's up to you.
I guess, like, do you think I should talk to Brad about it and maybe get his opinion on things?
yes, I think before next meeting, that is something you should definitely try to do, because he is the father of the child, and he's a part of the child's life. So if you do decide to keep it, I mean, he's hopefully going to be in the child's life. But if you wanted an abortion, he needs to know that too, because I feel like he should probably be a part of that.
I think we can do that. We can sit down and look the options.
I like I was